Sangha with great virtue, out of compassion, for the sake of this assembly and all living beings, please turn the wonderful God will to teach us how to leave suffering, attain bliss and birth and death, and quickly realize non-birth.
Homage to the blessed, noble, and perfectly enlightened one.
Homage to the blessed, noble, and perfectly enlightened one.
Namo Saranto Suceto Ye Velagadi Samyo Sambuddhos Ye.
Namo Saranto Suceto Ye Velagadi Samyo Sambuddhos Ye.
Namo Tathagata Toya Yara Arahade Tamyo Tambo Ratoa.
Namo Tathagata
The unsurpassed,
deep, profound, subtle, wonderful Dharma, in 100,000 million eons is difficult to encounter. Now that I come to receive and hold it within my sight and hearing, I vow to fathom thus come one's true and actual being.
For Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, great YongHua or Buddha advisors, Amitabha. Okay, we are on slide 60 of Medicine Master Sutra lecture. We're nearing the end of the first section, talking about the listening marks and the minds. Listening marks, when you listen to sutras, the Buddha recommend there are 6 ways of listening in a timely fashion. That is, listen when it's time to listen. Okay? With sincerity and earnestness. Sincerity is what enables you to become a Dharma vessel. Respect is the beginning of sincerity. Not for harming. Don't try to with the non-harming mind, not for complying with or according with. Meaning you don't listen because you're trying to get on the good side of the Dharma master, or you're not listening because your wife is listening, therefore you need to listen just to keep up with her. Okay? Keeping up with the Jones. Not for seeking flaws. Okay? Many people come to lectures, and since they are so knowledgeable about Mahayana and Buddha Dharma, they expect to listen and so that they can check against their database and see where the master goes wrong, speaks wrong. You like that, you're not doing that much out of the Dharma lecture. Any questions? Next slide, 61. 5 minds of listening. The mind and listen is to seek enlightenment and understanding. To be single-minded, meaning that you sit there and all these stray thoughts arise, ignore them. Okay, that's how you attain single-mindedness. Whatever arises in your mind, do not follow. Concentrating the sound is going to help make it easier for you. That is, use your ear organ. Sweep clean the mind. Keep the mind clear. Don't indulge in thinking. Okay, which is hard to do. You listen to something triggers you off, and off you go. You begin to think and follow your thoughts. Okay, as soon as you realize that, backtrack, go back and clear your mind. Gather in all. This refers to your 6 roots. When you listen, okay, you listen to the Buddha Dharma, you gather all your 6 senses. Okay, don't go outside. Stay within yourself. Questions? Slide 62. The Buddha told Manjushri, passing from here. Okay, so far, up to slide 61, we are finished with the arisal section, arisal of the teaching. The prior section explains how the teaching came about, how the Buddha decided to transmit the medicine master Buddha Dharma to us. So that's called the arisal of the teaching. Now, or the introduction part. Now we're coming to the actual teaching itself, the text proper. The Buddha told Manjushri, passing from here to the east, beyond Buddha lands, numerous as the sand grains in the 10 Ganges rivers, is a world called pure Vaidurya. The Buddha there is named Medicine Master Vaidurya like Tathagata, one of proper and equal enlightenment, one perfect in understanding and practice, well-gone one who understands the world, unsurpassed knight, regulating and subduing hero, teacher of gods and humans, Buddha, Bhagavan. Manjushri, when that world-honored one, Medicine Master Vaidurya life Tathagata, was practicing the Bodhisattva path, he made 12 great vows and enabled all sentient beings to obtain what they seek. Okay, Buddha gets right to the point. We skip the Chinese and Vietnamese slides here. We are on slide 65. Buddha text mentioned Vaidurya repeatedly. Vaidurya, okay, carries a symbol, symbolizes substance. Vaidurya as a substance is a jewel, and it symbolizes value and rarity. Okay. Vaidurya also as a mark, as an absence of flaw, okay, which symbolizes purity. And the use of Vaidurya is that it's thoroughly bright, and therefore it symbolizes resplendence. When you have perfected your wisdom, okay, then everything is bright and clear, no confusion, no darkness in your mind. Okay, any questions? Here, Vaidurya is used to stress its purity. Okay? That's what we value in Mahayana, purity. Next slide, 66, Ganges River sands. Ganges rivers, the way they call it in Chinese is slightly different than before. Before they used to be known as Henghe. Okay. Now, when they transliterated after Great Master Xuanzang brought the sutra from India back to China, he started to translate the Ganges from Hindi, from Sanskrit into Chinese as a slightly different. Okay. The Ganges River is the largest river in India. The equivalent in China is the Yellow River. Sands is the analogy for uncountable. When you hear the word sands, it means no way for us to keep track of. Mentally, you cannot keep track of. Buddha land, or is also known as a world. Okay, Buddha land is basically a place where, when we cultivate on the Bodhisattva path, okay, what you're doing, you actually are creating a Buddha land. So on the bodhisattva path, the grand bodhisattvas, beyond a certain level. Okay? Then they begin to create their own Buddha land. That's why the Buddha lands are numberless. Because one day you too will have your own Buddha land. You create it through cultivation. Sounds good? See? Then you create your own gold, Victoria, and silver. Right now, that car, that house, that money in the bank, and that diamond ring seems to be so important. But in the future, you create all that on your own volition. How's that for spiritual powers? You go for the big time, guys. I'm not talking about the super lotto alone. Okay? I'm talking about all the gold you ever want. You create it in your own land so that you can give to other living beings confused like us who value those things. Okay? Questions? Isn't that cool? See, that's the ultimate in wealth.
Is that what we would do it for, to give it away?
What give it away is yours. You don't need to give it away. That's there. People
What
just come
meaning
and
is
use it. You have so much that you don't even bother to keep track about is mine or yours or his or hers. That's what it's saying.
Has no meaning.
Has no meaning?
Has no meaning.
Yeah, that's what it means. Okay, any questions? All Buddhas, okay, when they cultivate, eventually they perfect their own Buddha lands as they conceive it to be. Because each Buddha land is designed to attract certain kind of beings. For example, in the future, my Buddha land has plenty of cheesecakes.
Better be so many cheesecakes.
Egg free. But the best, even better than the cheesecake factory and all those things. Okay? Okay? Because I have planned to attract all the cheesecake lovers to my Buddha land. See? Who says that becoming Buddha ceases to be fun? It's even more fun than before.
Fun in fact.
Yeah. Okay? Next, 67. Cheesecake Buddha land. It's going to be known as Cheesecake Buddha. People go for gold and seven jewels. I go for cheesecake. See? And that's how my people, my living beings will cultivate.
You're going to have some fat living beings.
Very fat.
Very fat.
You make the land when you eat the cheesecake, there's no calorie.
No calorie, you won't get fat. Guaranteed.
Well, that's no fun.
And you never get bored of cheesecake. Here we eat cheesecake too much and you get bored. You want something else, right? In my Buddha land, you never get bored of cheesecake. How about that? That's happiness. See?
Can we visit one another's Buddha land?
Absolutely.
Oh.
Oh, they travel all over, actually. The Bodhisattva, they fly all over.
Cool.
Okay? That's the cool thing about Buddha lands. Okay? Some Buddha lands are called pure lands. Okay? Like Western Bliss Pure Land. Or, in particular, Medicine Master Buddha's Eastern Pure Land, Eastern Buddha land is also Pure Land. And there are 4 general types of Pure Land. The first one is common and sagely cohabiting, meaning that in that type of Buddha land, the first kind, the sages and the commoners like us, they live together. Okay? So common meaning that we are pretty confused. We are deluded. Excuse me. She's thinking of cheesecake. My sister's birthday. Okay. So common is common, or it's a nice way of saying we're confused, okay? Because we are confused by view and thought delusions. Okay, we haven't ended view and thought delusions. Sagely means that these are lower level sages for us. First to third stage arhats. Okay, they cohabit without distinction. Although they are gods in human realms, they know other four evil paths of the Shuras, of the hells, of the animals, or of the ghosts. Okay, only the god in human realms. And even though they are the god, that's where the externalists and the heavenly demons, okay, live. They all have entered proper samadhi and no lenient samadhi. They're going to be so bored to death, all these externalists and heavenly demons, in this type of Buddha land. Okay? They will not misbehave. They will not cause any troubles. So far, so good? Next. Kind of cool place. The second kind of Pure Land is called expedience with residues. That's where the fourth stage arhats live. Okay, because they are the ones who have ended view and thought delusions in all the triple realms. So far, so good. But they have not yet ended delusions like motes of dust. Meaning there's a lot more delusion, much finer delusions, which arhats have yet to know how to cope with. Okay? They have obtained the one mind, unconfused phenomenon, meaning that they can reach that state of one mind, unconfused. Okay, enter samadhi. So far, so good? No questions? Yes. Huh? Spelling? Phenomenon. Phenomenon. Is there a spelling here?
No, you.
Oh, that's the English. I thought I dressed up a little bit today. Either way. Okay. Okay. Next, type of Pure Land. The actual reward adorn Pure Land. Okay. Because see, when we talk about Pure Land, there are four different kinds, and this, the third kind, that is for those who have attained one mind, one heart, unconfused, nominal, meaning they understand the principles behind it. Okay? And they destroy up to 41 grades of ignorance. You know what that means? It means this refers to the 40 stages of cultivation in the Bodhisattva path. Okay? And this Pure Land here, the actual reward or actual retribution adorned is for the Bodhisattvas, those first ground and higher. So far, so good? In Nominon, the principle, Nominon is another word for principle. Mind is Buddha, and there's no Buddha outside the mind. That's the principle behind it. Okay, your mind is the Buddha. He's outside of your mind, there's no other Buddha. Okay? So, this one mind and confused Nominon means you reside and yet you don't reside. Still unmoving meaning is state of samadhi. Questions? Okay, no questions. Got it. No problem. Easy. And the fourth guy, yes, question. Back to 69. Slide 69. Yes.
The mind is the Buddha.
The mind is the Buddha.
So there are no distinctions between one Buddha and another, or just one Buddha.
They're all one Buddha. There's no distinction whatsoever. Yes.
Is this while you're in your Buddha land?
Huh?
Is this occurrence while you're in your Buddha land, your own Buddha land.
Yeah. No, some Buddha lands are defiled Buddha land. Some Buddha lands are pure Buddha land. That's why they call pure land. So, for example, Amitabha, he decided that his Buddha land will become a pure land. So you're born there, you're born to the pure land. You only know bliss. There's no defilements. Whereas Shakyamuni Buddha land is what? Defiled Buddha land. He chooses to show defilements. Mind will be in between. A cheesecake is not neither pure or not defiled. All cheesecake. I'm kidding.
But while you're in your Buddha land,
Yeah.
in your mind is Buddha. There is no Buddha outside of your mind.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
So you don't recognize any of the other Buddhas.
Oh, no. Oh, I do. All the Buddhas is the same mind.
Oh, okay.
That's what all Buddhas have the same.
Okay.
It's no different.
There's not
Once you become a Buddha, you're the one and the same as all other Buddhas.
Okay, I understand that.
That's the slight difference between us and the Catholic belief, for example. They believe that God is God, and then you're below God. You cannot become God. Actually, there, to a certain extent, you are not God because you are a sub-God. A regular God, not the king, God king. But here, once you become a Buddha, when you perfect your cultivation, then you become one and the same as all other Buddhas. Is it confusing? Yes? No?
So it's like you are looking at yourself when you see other Buddha.
No. This is referring to the fact that your Dharma body is one and the same. Meaning, the Buddha, when you become a Buddha, you return to your original Buddha nature, meaning the Buddha nature contains everything.
It's not as we exist in this state.
Right. This state is temporary. Our
Correct.
body is temporary.
Yeah.
Okay? We cultivate, we return, we merge back to oneness, to one. Sameness, meaning we go back to our true nature, which is the Buddha nature, which contains everything. All the Dharma realm is basically the Buddha nature. You got that?
So
It's kind of
this-
hard for you to conceptualize it because right now we are confused. We can see delineation, we can see walls. When you succeed in cultivation, you see there's no more walls. You merge to one and the same.
But this is attainable in this state.
Yes. Yes.
When we go into
Yes. Right now, the nature of our retribution is that we are confused by what we feel is real. That's our retribution. See? What we take for suffering, what is suffering, we take it for bliss, for happiness. We enjoy eating until we're so full we become sick. We enjoy drinking until we're full, until we get drunk and our body breaks down. We enjoy playing games until you go berserk. Okay? That we consider to be fun. Okay? That's because we're confused.
Or we attach to things that are always impermanent and make us suffer in the end.
That's the nature of our retribution.
That's kind of the nature of human existence.
Yes. We have this body to undergo that type of retribution. Okay? Now, nothing wrong with that. This is not to say it's bad or good. It's beyond bad or good. Okay? It's the fact of whether you're willing to recognize that or not and do something about it. That's the main thing. It's not to pass judgment on you or anyone else. It's irrelevant. It's a fact of life. Okay? I happen, dog happens to bark. I happen to like cheesecake. That's my constraints. Well, don't take it literally, okay? I'm not that crazy about cheesecakes, but I used to be. Okay? So those are the constraints of my operating system, if you will. This is a map or a window kind of thing. This is how I function. Within that, okay, I can have a way to rise above my confusion once I recognize it's no longer desirable. Okay? So far so good? So once you become a Buddha, you go back to your original state of purity, which contains everything. Okay? And then from there on, you manifest. You manifest things of Buddha lands. That's why each Buddha is simply a manifestation. For what purpose? To help us. To help, like my future Buddha land is designed to help people who are cheesecake lovers. You see? So that's how Buddhas function. Once they understand how to do it, okay, then they manifest these things to help us. They're called expedients. In other words, the Buddha there simply is an expedient to help us. Shakyamuni Buddha manifested this Tha world as expedient to help us cultivate, because we happen to love suffering. Can't live without suffering. That's strong. I was talking about gambling. That strong sensation. Okay, it feels good. You take that kind of chance, like when you buy the stock market, or you make you gamble in Las Vegas. Okay, that strong sensation. Okay, we take it as fun. Actually, is a form of suffering, a form of torture. But that's what we want. Okay? Any questions? No questions? God sees Buddha Dharma is so easy. Nothing to it. Number 4. The 4th type of Pure Land is the one where you only see the Buddhas. Okay? No one else. That's where Buddhas live. Exclusive club. Questions? Slide 71. Next one. At the end of the text lists the 10 different titles of the Buddhas. And again, usually you may hear different types of titles. Actually, do not be too concerned about that. The slight variation. Actually, Buddhas have limitless types of titles, but usually they list out 10 most common ones. Like this one here on slide 71, the Tathagata, or thus come one. Okay, or Ru Lai. Thus meaning that it's thus, no place or direction. Come meaning a response, a manifestation. It comes because in response to our needs, in response to our requests. Okay. But actually, he's not coming from anywhere or going anywhere. He's there already. It's us who see coming and going. So far so good? Next, 72. One of proper and equal enlightenment. Okay, proper meaning that's not common, not confused. Okay? Meaning that the proper is the proper wisdom of the 4th stage aha. So far so good? I'm very precise here. Proper is 4th stage. Below that is not proper. It's a lot of confusion below 4th stage. Okay? Equal enlightenment. Equal enlightenment meaning no high low, no pure defile, no large small, no more or less, no discrimination, no discerning. Okay? That is wisdom of the Bodhisattvas. Okay? It's equal because it's equal to the Buddhas. You know that? The Bodhisattvas, the wisdom is the same as the Buddhas. Same exact thing. Except it's not perfected yet. Meaning it still has holes, it still has dark areas, it still has blind spots. So far so good? But what they see is the truth. They haven't been able, they cannot see the entire truth yet. But what they see is truth. So you can trust them, their vision. You can trust their understanding. Because what they understand, the wisdom is true. The Arhat's understanding is not complete yet, it's not true yet. 73. One perfect in understanding and practice. Speaking of seeing or wisdom, it's when that practice is perfected. Understanding is wisdom and practice is blessings, meaning that he perfected both wisdom and blessings. That's important to understand that you cannot become a Buddha unless you are perfect in both blessings and wisdom. In fact, cultivation involves perfecting wisdom and blessings in parallel. Okay, it's like if you will, it goes like this. You can be constantly shifting. Sometimes you have more blessing and wisdom, and sometimes you have more wisdom and blessing. You constantly are adjusting. So far so good? Okay. Next, 74. The 10 titles of the Buddhas. Well gone one. Meaning that he can go to all Buddha lands in all the 10 directions to teach living beings. Okay? And also another concept behind well gone one is that once you are certified devotee, you never give rise to afflictions again, like ore becoming gold. Okay. Once the ore becomes gold, it's done. It's perfected. Gold doesn't ever become an ore again. Doesn't ever get defiled again. Right now we in and out constantly. We find for a split moment where we're in samadhi and then once we exit it and then we get defiled again. Okay? We still need a little bit of work left to do. Next, 75. One who understands the world. Understand the world. The world is false. He understands the false. Okay? And he's seen the truth. It's funny how I remember like the other group, they have some magazine called The Plain Truth. Okay? The religious pursuit, cultivation involves penetrating to the truth. Okay? And once you penetrate the truth, you're able to know and understand all worldly dharmas. Okay? It's important to understand that as the sixth patriarchs explained it in the sixth patriarch sutra. Hopefully one of these days I explain it to you. If we speed up a little bit. The Buddha Dharma is worldly dharmas. Enlightenment is not apart from the mundane. That's what the sixth patriarch teaches. Okay? In the worldly dharma, is the Buddha Dharma. Okay? And enlightenment, wisdom, is not apart from defilements. Questions, challenges. Oh, this is so easy, right? It's a simple concept.
Well, since everything's made from your mind, you detach your mind from afflictions, isn't that your own pure life?
This describes the actual path of cultivation. Cultivation is about what? Daily life. That's Mahayana. Okay? The mundane life, the daily life is enlightenment.
Problem is, I don't feel like Buddha.
You still have to work a little bit. Okay? There's still parts of it which is not a Buddha yet.
I have a question.
Most of it.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If you don't feel like a Buddha, how do you know what a Buddha feels like?
No affliction, really.
Oh, okay. You didn't say that. You said you don't feel like a Buddha, so I'm asking how do you know how Buddha feels like?
没有麻烦，烦恼啊。
But that's the whole thing. You cultivate by looking at the mundane. You don't renounce the mundane. You look at the mundane. Okay? Because enlightenment is within the mundane. Wisdom is within stupidity itself. That's all. Bliss is within affliction. If you're extremely afflicted, I remove all your affliction, what do you have? That's it. It's right there within grasp. You see that? It's you who decide to be afflicted. You say, don't want. That's fine. It's you who decide you still want to be attached. You say, no more. No. You allow yourself to suffer. It's that simple. Okay? It's not intellectual, folks. This is not intellectual exercise here. This is the awakening. Okay? It sounds simple, but it takes a lot of work to get there. But at least you should know that that's the direction. That's the end result. You walk down this path. Okay? That's what you're going to get. Alright? Questions? Next, slide 76. Unsurpassed night. Okay, night in the mundane. Night, they use a very mundane concept here. Night, right? In our world, night refers to the idea of you have some skills, like the jostling skill, the old time, you ride a horse and you don an armor and you have these huge woodlands, okay? And so you have some skills, you have some knowledge, okay? And you're capable, okay? That's what the idea is. That's what turns world and people on. Yet it says unsurpassed night, meaning that all the worldly skills you have, you can ever think of, knowledge, capability, okay, all those have limitations. The Buddha is called unsurpassed night because he has not a single bit of delusion left. Okay? That's why it's unsurpassed. So Buddhas have removed all ignorances. They know that inside and outside they're both empty and false. Don't you think, huh? See? Inside is still false. Outside even more false. Okay, next. 77. Regulating and subduing hero. Hero carries two connotations. First of all, a hero is the person who has great aspirations and undertake big projects. Okay. Number two also carries a connotation that a hero is courageous, fearless, okay, above the throng, above the crowd, head and shoulders above us. Okay, so what this title refers to is the fact that the Buddha can regulate all living beings of the sixth path and guide them towards Buddhahood. Can defeat the demon armies. That's how you become a Buddha. Becoming a Buddha involves defeating demons. Okay? Piece of cake. Okay? Do you have demon? No. Because the Buddhas then can tame living beings' mind, which is like a wild horse. Okay? Only Buddhas can tame living beings' mind. Okay, any questions? Next, 78. Teachers of gods and humans. Okay. He's a teacher. He's a role model for us, for gods and man. Gods love him. Gods and goddesses love the Buddha, love to listen and learn from him. Okay. The humans, roots of keener, more easily enter the way, whereas the gods are also have superior blessings. They don't have the same kind of worries we do. So if you can get them to cultivate, they can help, can also succeed as well. The Buddha speaks Dharma, and limitless gods and humans become enlightened. All you have to do is listen to him speak Dharma. You have to come here and cross the leg. Too much work. And in particular, he brings a Dharma that is for the triple realms. He transmits the Dharma that's best suited for us. So each Buddha land has their own variations of Dharma to cultivate. Okay? Questions? Okay. Next one, 79. Buddha says, I made vows on my way to Buddhahood. I made vows, lots of vows, like 12 great vows. Great vows are basically, they're called great vows because they are helping, they decide to help all of us. All of us. Okay? Not only the nice looking ones or the skinny ones, but the fat ones, the ugly ones just as well. The troublemakers as well as the good ones. Okay? And these great vows are endless in time and space. It doesn't say that I'm going to only cultivate and work until I'm 60 like the Vietnamese like to do, and then 50 and then I retire. Or limited by space. I only work in eastern direction and not nowhere else. No. They're everywhere, teaching everywhere. Okay? All Buddhas teach everywhere, by the way. They don't simply teach in their own Buddha land. It's not like that at all. Okay? And these great vows provide the kind of environment that is great for us to cultivate. So it basically gives us the entire substance and great functionality. Okay. Give us their all. Questions? Oh, today is easy. It's just an easy time. So what are these 12 great vows that this medicine master Buddha made? I'll give you some cursory, some highlights of those 12 vows are, and then we go into greater detail with the text later. First vow is that it says, what it's like to become a Buddha. Okay. Number 2, light dispels darkness. Number 3, enabling the living being not to lack. Okay. Number 4, guide Vishnu to return to actual. Number 4, gather all violated prohibitions, meaning those who break precept. Number 6, repair broken marks. Number 7, rescue those destitute and sick. Number 8, change from male to female. That's like a gender thing. Good thing that Roberta is not here today. Number 9, transform deviant towards proper. Number 10, liberate from restraints. Number 10, material essentials of wealth. Seeking, this is kind of thing where you seek materials and wealth. Number 12, cover with clothes. Okay. Question. Next, 81. The first great vow. I vow that in a future life, when I attain Nuttara Samyak Sambodhi, my body will shine dazzling light that will illuminate measureless, countless, boundless worlds. My body will be adorned with the 32 hallmarks of a great man and the 80 subsidiary characteristics, and I will enable all beings to become just as I am. If you become a Buddha, this is what you have. You have 32 hallmarks and 80 subtle characteristics. That's what Buddhas have. Okay, it's called perfection of marks. Okay? And not only the Buddha is like that, but all living beings in his Buddha land, his pure land, look just like him. Not look just the same, but we say have the same perfection. So far, so good? Okay. We're on slide 84. Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi. Okay. And the Sanskrit for ultimate enlightenment. Anuttara means unsurpassed. Samyak means proper. Sambodhi means equal. Okay. This is the thing you should get used to, these concepts. Unsurpassed, meaning that it's the Buddha state. Meaning, once you reach it, we're all the same. Alright? Proper means 4-stage Arhat. Equal means it's the Bodhisattva level. '85. Buddhas have 3 bodies: Dharma body, reward body, or retribution body, and transformation body. Okay, we went through this concept again. The Dharma body, that's the one substance that all Buddhas share. Reward body is what they use. Okay, that's what they use like in daily life, that they manifest. Transformation for daily life. And transformation body is when they use spiritual powers to make manifestation throughout the Dharma realm. Teach living beings. Okay. So for example, he manifests, this Buddha here manifests a transformation body called Medicine Master Buddha. So far so good?
Are all of these spiritual powers that you talk about, are those all the gifts that come in reaching Buddhahood? Or they have
Along the way.
Are they learned along the way?
Yes, they develop along the way.
They are. Oh, okay. So they're not just magically.
No, you have to develop them.
Okay.
The first thing you do is you accrue blessings. Okay? Because that's the bottom line. For example, you cannot possibly, folks, you cannot possibly create something out of nothing. Let me explain. You must be so endowed, so blessed, that you can create, let's say, a diamond. Like that guy Sai Baba in India, who was talking to my colleague yesterday, and he went to India, and he said, I said, oh, did you hear about Sai Baba? I met his group in Canada, and they were pretty friendly actually. They're pretty easygoing. It's the Sikh one they're pretty extreme. The Sai Baba group are pretty friendly, pretty reasonable. And Sai Baba is known in India as a guy with a palm, and he makes appear a diamond. You know that? Have you heard of him? Anyone? You don't? You haven't heard of Sai Baba? That's Hang Tao. That nun who is the, I told you about, the nun who is the Hong Kong superstar, movie star, celebrity, who went to Master Hua and then decided to leave the home life, become a nun because she thought it was such a cool thing. She went after spiritual power, and she learned a lot from Master Hua, opened her heavenly eye, and it worked pretty good. And then she wanted she was hungry for spiritual power, so she left Master Hua to go study under Sai Baba to learn spiritual powers from him. You heard the story, right? Mm-hmm. Because Sai Baba is very famous. He goes anywhere and says, "Are you watching?" Diamond comes. Okay?
Now, what would be the purpose of doing something like that?
I'm coming to that here. Thank you for asking. So what happened is that, think about it. If I could do that, okay, wouldn't you be impressed? Wouldn't that be impressive? A huge rock, a huge rock, maybe 50 carats. I can make it be at will. See how wealthy I am. Wouldn't you believe? Wouldn't you like believe and learn from me how to do that? Okay. So I say, you want to learn from me? First of all, sign over your house. Sign over your assets. Because you need blessings. Remember, the concept is you cannot create something out of nothing. So you need to plan your blessings. Come on. Where's your checkbook? Okay. Sai Baba is extremely wealthy in India. He has his own city. He has no medicals. His entire city where it has his own university, medical, HMO, whatever. Okay. He is so wealthy because if you cannot possibly do this without being so blessed and wealthy already, right? So he made a fortune in India. And then the Japanese heard of him and they said, "Oh, do come over and convert us and teach us." So Sai Baba said, "Oh, golly, the Japanese are even wealthier than the Indians." So he went over to Japan and did his things. He said, "See this? See this?" And you know what happened? The Japanese, those Japs tricked him.
The what?
They trick him.
Oh,
They
trick.
tricked him. They used hidden cameras. Okay? And the hidden camera showed it's a trick, it's a magic trick. It's like his sleeves or something. I don't know.
Vegas is full of guys like that.
Yeah. Those damn Japs who gas me. No. Spoil all the fun for us. Give us a break, come on. You're trying hard. So this guy is a fake. He was used tricks to probably that his cubic zirconia is not even true diamond. Cheapskates. Oops. And that's what happened. Okay. So Hang Dao went to Sai Baba, and then it didn't take her long to discover there's something wrong with this guy. And she came back to Hong Kong, defeated. Because Sai Baba is a very horny guy. Need I go further?
You may need to go further.
I saw him on I saw a tape.
It's okay, just keep going. Next subject.
So, you see this guy, you know he's no sage.
There's a picture in the big kid P there. He's kind of strange looking, big round face, the hair is going over like a ball.
Yeah, those typical gurus. So anyway, he's no sage, let me tell you. You cannot, you're still confused by those things. So, anyway,
Okay.
so you cannot possibly create something out of nothing. Therefore, you have tremendous blessings first before you can make it appear. Am I making sense to you? This is not trolling. It's real diamond, not cubic zirconia or magic trick. Okay?
I'm sorry to persist, Master.
Yes.
Why?
Why?
Why would you need to perfect something like that? I mean, is it just to impress? Is it just to look what I can do?
To accord with living beings' wishes.
I think it's one form of teaching, right?
Yes. You can teach by according with living beings' wishes, or you can teach by going against the wish. Okay? One is when you accord to their wish and they say, oh, Buddha Dharma is so great. I go to there, I get what I want. I want money, I get money. Okay? So if I work harder, I make more money. I have more money. Okay? That's one form, one way of teaching. Okay? Or the other way of teaching is that, they said, you can't get what you want because it's nonsense. What you want is nonsense. Okay? So it depends. Depends. Have a full range. Buddhists have the full range of way of teaching. All right. Any other question? Does it answer your question? It's for the sake of according with living beings. Some people are stuck on that. Any questions? Too deep, huh? Way too deep.
It's pretty deep, yeah.
Okay, so going back to those spiritual power, you need to have blessing, but also you need to learn that somebody has to teach you, because those things doesn't come just like that. Right?
Because listen, if you can make it appear, meaning you are controlling it. This is yours. That's your blessings. That's the bottom line. Agreed? If it's in your hand, that means you have control over it. That's yours. That's your blessing. What else can it be? So you have the blessings to have this kind of wealth. You have the blessings to have the ability to create the kind of wealth without having to go to the store and get it. Okay? So you save yourself some hassle. You have to hop on the car, get on the bus, and drive over there, haggle with the salesman, the salesperson. that kind of thing. It's just too much trouble. He said, there you go. See how cool it is? That's what cultivation gives you. I said, yeah.
And secret school.
That's the time thing. Not on the secret school. Chan school. Yes.
Is it from my impressions that like originally we all have spiritual power, right? But like the greed, anger, and stupidity covered it up.
Yeah.
So does that mean if we are free of all the three poisons, then we can manifest great things as well?
That's it. That's the key to spiritual power. See, the externals don't know. See, the guy I sent these people over to for healing purposes. They have some spiritual powers, but they got it. They have a lower form of spiritual powers. They got it because they use chi, they use all these things. They basically use chi to get it. Okay, so it comes in a very limited form. Okay, and yet, so what they get is not the ultimate spiritual power. Yes. Oh, somebody's interested. I'm awake now. Yes.
What did Jenny say? Please repeat. He spoke too low.
Doesn't matter. I'm kidding. What did you say? Repeat for her, please. I don't know what you talking about. Is it Jack or you?
No, I said, but Jack is online too, so you should repeat so he could hear.
Repeat what?
Repeat my question.
Okay, what's the question again? I repeat it. Okay, what's your question?
I even feel Paul Wang is online. Let me call him up. Then we can repeat.
Who?
Jack's friend.
Phil.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, it's funny. Jack wants to know about spiritual powers, of course. Okay.
Yeah, but Jack is in Taiwan right now, and he's very quiet. So I'm wondering if he dozed off.
He came back.
Oh, he came back?
Yeah, he came back. He sent me an email.
Oh, he said he's back.
Yeah,
okay.
he's back. He's very happy to be back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He brought back a statue of Earth Store Bodhisattva.
Oh,
yeah, cool guy. I mean, he's getting all kinds of responses. This guy is incredible. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, now Phil is online too.
Phil is online too. Okay.
Yeah.
Question here from our little friend here downstairs. Yes. What is your question, dear?
Yesterday when we went.
I'm repeating it.
Where?
Where did we go? Master. She's giggling right now, folks. So be patient. We'll get there.
Master asked us to bring my aunt to see the acupuncturist that he was talking about.
Okay, Master asked us to bring my aunt to see the acupuncturist he talked about. Are you guys still following me, guys, online? Okay, fine.
So it's Janice, your aunt,
My aunt.
Yeah,
aunt went to see an acupuncturist?
yeah.
Yes.
Your aunt went to see the acupuncturist.
Don't confuse me.
Oh, excuse me. I'm confused too.
Okay, I'm getting on this story, okay? Alright, keep going, please.
Okay, keep going. This gets interesting, guys. Hang in there. Don't worry. Just never mind the women stuff here. Okay, go on. So they brought their aunt to see the acupuncturist, right?
Which
Okay, yes.
acupuncturist, please?
And what happened?
The one that Master's been talking about in the past. The one that
But he was in San Jose.
No, the one that was.
No, a different one here, local.
No,
Oh, this one is local?
She
Yeah, this
treated
one
his
local.
brother, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yes, that's the one I've been talking about. I'm talking about a lot of acupuncturists. We have one online too, so. Okay, hey, one person at a time, please. I get follow 4 miles.
I just wanted to know
Okay, all 4 girls,
what's wrong with
okay.
the aunt? Why does she have to go to an acupuncturist?
What's wrong with the aunt? Why does she have to go to the acupuncturist? That's an echo here.
A little clarification.
And
She
clarification,
has a
please.
lot of health issues and she's taking a lot of medication.
Lots of health issues and needs been taking a lot of medications. Yes.
And her legs are swollen. And she met with Master last week after Sunday's class. I just asked her to say hi. And then so Master saw her and introduced her to the doctor.
So she came to Rosemead Temple last week and waited till the lecture is finished, and then she came in and said, "Oh, thank you, goodbye."
We were waiting until the lecture to finish. I was just gonna go pick Jimmy up.
Oh, is that
And I
right?
just wanted her to say hi to you. There was no other intention.
Okay. So anyway, she happened to be by. Okay. At the end of the lecture, I insist. Okay. What else? So, in her own words, her master saw her, and then he referred her to see the acupuncturist, right? And what happened?
Oh, it went well, but
It went well, but
his body seemed very calm, but his mind seemed not as calm.
his body seemed calm, but his mind doesn't seem to be calm.
You're talking about the acupuncture?
Yeah, the acupuncturist, when he saw him,
Alright.
it's a big crowd. They had like 5 or 6 patients, or
But he was aware of that.
he's aware of that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay.
But he wasn't focused on her? Is that why he wasn't clear? Because he
No,
wasn't
no.
focused?
I was just.
Okay, just to clarify for you guys online, because you probably don't remember, don't know this. This is a guy at the local acupuncturist where for 7 generations now they've been healing people, and without charging a fee.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a
Okay.
very good externalist.
they do it for 7
How
generations.
did he make a living?
Is there a question here on the men's side? On the men's side, one person wants to know, how do you make a living? Not through healing people. The family for generations have a side business. Like in his grandfather's generation, they were into weaving, textile. So they make money through that. So what happened? So I asked him, I said, what about, did you ever charge people for money? And he said, they used to live in the older generations, they used to live in smaller villages, a small village. So what they did is for the patients who came in, they would write down on a notebook what they owe. And they are allowed to pay what they can. They are never pressed for anything. Okay, so for generation after generations, they did that. Okay, so they only taught the firstborn. Only the firstborn gets to learn the family trade, and that person then heals. And then the family has its own business, like textile or whatever, okay, to sell. Is that what he explained to you, or is this my explanation? You don't know
He
that?
said he doesn't charge.
Okay. Yeah. So anyway, so basically they don't charge money for the healing. Anyway, yes. And then what? What happened?
You want the whole story?
Yeah. I think they want to know more than the lecture.
Oh, my question is, I was just trying to relate to what you were saying earlier
Yes.
about the superficial power.
Superficial powers. Yes.
So is that what you were referring to, where it's not as powerful or it's
Yeah.
not as strong?
Yeah. They only see a partial picture.
But what he saw was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And
Well, it sounds pretty cool.
Did he go to his Dandin to
Yeah,
see it?
he went to his Dandin. He has the Taoist approach. He cultivated since he was pretty young. He cultivated a secret, the tantric school. So they practice the tantra, and then
And then they had a family trait where they actually learn how to manipulate cheese. Okay, that's the Taoist approach.
And he was able to see the blockage.
He could see, according to Janice's own words here, I'm not putting any words in my mouth, he could see the blockages, the chi blockages you're referring to? Okay, so this guy here uses his spiritual eye to see blockages in the patient. Can you do that, Jack? Is he answering? Is Jack still online or not?
Yeah, no, not yet.
Not yet. Okay, what else?
Good, Jack, don't give up.
So what else did you learn? What else did you find out?
Did he help Joanne's health problem? Alleviate some of her problem?
He talked
Yeah, that's all the woman. Okay, the question is a very good one. The one lady here says, does he offer any relief to your aunt's health problem? What's the question? What's the answer?
He was able to teach her some movements to keep her body balanced. But he mentioned that he could only help with the physical, but not with like the karma type stuff.
Okay. So basically, the answer is that he taught her some physical exercises to help her restore balance. Because this lady here, this is my explanation. This lady here has been taking a lot of medication. She's diabetic and she has all kinds of health problems. So the doctor has been giving her a lot of medications, and the excess medication are creating problems. When you take a lot of medication, all those cocktails, folks, doctors don't know yet. When you take a lot of medication, you have a lot of side problems. Okay? And that's what part of her problem is, why she has blockages in her feet. She complained about her feet being numb. Yes? Anything else? What else did you learn?
My experience is different from Jimmy's. I was
Okay.
just analyzing everything.
My experience is different from Jimmy's. Okay, what is your different experience?
They were also teaching her to breathe out so that it releases the toxins in her body.
So they taught her to breathe out to release the toxins from her body. Okay?
But in meditation, isn't that an outflow?
But the
It's a
question she
question.
has is this an outflow meditation? No, not necessarily.
No.
No. Okay, what's your Jimmy's experience? What's your experience?
I'm pretty intrigued on his methods. He sort of
Intrigued by his method. Sort of what?
give me grasp that because he keeps saying that he can only see the body part, that he not quite strong and can help you, but he doesn't know how to help you on the mind. He keep referring us that is what the master is going to come in, and I sort of understand that or started to realize that his like there's two parts that now I can use the body part to like the exercise to balance myself, and at the same time I can also meditate coming to class.
Can you come here and speak? Because I don't think I can. Because I don't think I can get all of it because it's too complicated for me. Okay, let's simplify it. What is your problem?
Bell palsy.
Huh?
The Bell palsy. That's the name.
The Bell palsy?
Yeah, Bell's palsy. Yeah.
Bell's palsy.
Bell, B-E-L-L, like a bell.
Bell palsy. Okay, you guys online, you guys get that? I know what he's talking about. I want to make sure that the young guys, the online people can follow it because it's kind of interesting.
Jack got it.
Jack got it. Okay, how about Philip? Does Philip get it?
One side of the face.
He can look it up online. Okay. So Jimmy has Bell palsy. Okay, which basically a twitching of the right hand side of the face, right? The right cheek. Okay.
Depending on the side, yeah, I have the other side.
Okay. Luke says he has the other side. Oh my goodness.
But usually Bell's palsy is more like a stroke. You lose the function, the motor function.
Yeah, it's actually
the part.
frozen.
No,
It's not so much.
So did Luke, did he have a stroke or what?
Yeah, he used to. Yeah, he used to be. Yeah,
He was what?
It's like
So he becomes numb, he loses control.
you come back, but
At night,
At night.
it's just because I cannot close my mouth.
it's a
Ah, okay. So Luke has a kind of problem where he's half his left side of his face, half of it is frozen at night. He can't move, right?
I cannot feel anything.
He can't feel anything. So he starts sort of.
But I went to acupuncture.
He went to acupuncture, and then what happened?
It for 5 days, with all the needle, it works for me.
For 5 days, with all the needles on his face, for 5 days it worked. Okay, so case closed, right?
It didn't come back yet.
Hasn't come back yet. Okay. You have a question here on the women's side. See, it's so much more lively when we talk about all these non-sutra stuff.
It's the real thing.
because we relate to it right now.
Yes, okay.
And also
Still
that
understand.
as doctors, we treat only the symptoms. This is what the acupuncturist is saying. I can treat the symptoms,
Yeah.
but the cause, you have to have more wisdom to see what the cause is.
Yeah, so basically, let's say the acupuncturist said, I can treat the symptom, but for the cause, you need deeper wisdom, which he doesn't have. And so that's what Master would take care of. He's so wrong. Anyway.
That's where the Dharma
About the Dharma?
we get beyond those. We get into an area to where we can relieve the karmic obstructions.
Yeah.
So this is not. If it's relieved from an acupuncturist, it must not be a karmic obstruction.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
But yet he can relieve it.
Yeah.
So we don't have to make.
Yeah, you do, but at different levels. He's very clear about it. You when you have a problem, you can fix it at very different levels. He can help. The doctors can help us at the physical level, meaning manifestations. Okay? But he doesn't help get rid of the causes.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
So he fixes manifestations.
So it can
fix
come to
my
self.
karmic. It's not him. He only fixed my physical. But maybe somehow I fix myself the karmic stuff. It's, you see what you are saying, that he fixed both of my.
No.
Let's say, for example, a person has diabetes. You check the blood sugar. You can titrate insulin and other drugs to balance out the blood sugar. You're treating the symptoms. But if you don't get them to change maybe their eating habits, the type of food, their exercise pattern, they're going to have to chronically diabetic.
Okay, I can't get this leg to go down. So there's a karmic obstruction.
Yes.
Now, I go to an acupuncturist and he,
Yeah.
okay, and the knee goes down.
How much money?
Huh?
How much do you pay for?
How much do I pay for it?
Yeah.
I don't
You
see
remember?
where that's relevant.
No,
No, this is theoretically, because I have not been.
it's only money, honey.
Well, all right, I paid $10,000 to get my knee to go down.
Okay.
Whatever. It's just that. So no, but I still have the karmic obstruction, but I no longer have the physical restriction. You're right. Thank you.
Because you haven't fixed the cause yet. So that temporarily you are relieved, getting some temporary relief. Will come back.
So why can't it happen for all of us who are going through pain and sitting in lotus? Why do we have to sit through pain? We just go to an acupuncturist and he can relieve our pain, and then we can sit in lotus and then we can take care of all the
But the problem is that when the question is how come why do we have to cross our legs and endure the leg pain? Why can't we simply go to the acupuncturist and let him take care of that? He can't. All he does is give you temporary relief. When you sit through your leg pains, you are getting rid of it permanently. You're resolving it.
But isn't that the point? I mean, now the knee goes down, now I can sit in lotus.
He fixes the symptoms. He doesn't fix the problem. Cultivation fixes
Correct.
the root
Now I
problem.
can sit in lotus to fix the problem. Is that what? I mean, I just want to know if that's what you guys are talking about. To go to an acupuncturist.
You're assuming that the acupuncture will fix the pain that you have temporarily.
Yeah.
I think we sit in lotus and don't feel pain.
No, I do.
So the pain's always going to be there.
They get
They have questions. Everyone has questions. Everyone is speaking at the same time. The point is the sitting full lotus is like a mechanical thing that clears obstruction, or actually goes through the sufferings, the way to clear the obstruction.
You see what you see in the sitting in full lotus is basically a manifestation of your obstruction. Just because you get to sit in full lotus through the needle with the help of acupuncture is only temporary relief. It's not fixing it.
But now I can. But now I can fix it.
Okay.
Because I can sit like everybody else.
No, you can't. How come I don't see you in full lotus?
Because I can't get the knee down. That's true, I can't get it
So
down.
you haven't fixed it yet.
It's kind of like a catch-22, which came first.
But
the chicken
if
and
I
egg?
could, don't you think I would?
Okay. Keep on crossing your leg. You fix it.
Yeah, I think it's because Janice brought up actually Jimmy said that the acupuncture can help with you physically. So that's why Linda said, so I can get the physical mechanical to allow me to sit in the full lotus.
Temporarily.
Well, if it's
It's only temporary, but at least it gives me an opportunity to get there
Yes.
to go beyond.
Right. Well, you see, when
But I
you
can't
choose
get
to
to the
do
beyond
that.
until I can get there.
No. You see, that's why your model is wrong. Because you want the ability to sit there. Okay. I'm saying that's not a good approach. The approach is that you sit, okay, with the best that you can, okay, and eventually you get the
That's
full
all I can do.
lotus.
That's all I can do.
Okay? So the reason you're not progressing as quickly is because you give up too soon. You see, you're not built for it. These guys are better built because Janice or Jimmy, for example, they can sit and endure it longer than you.
They just do it.
Okay? And
I can't even get there to do
because
it.
that's part of your learning process. You learn to train your mind not to give up. See, you're a wimp,
Well, yeah.
okay? Because all your life you never have to endure that. So now at this stage of cultivation, no. We're not talking about hardship. I'm talking about physical pain. We're not talking about intellectual concepts here, folks. When you cross your legs, you have to face something that is extremely real, your leg pains. And intellectually, you cannot take it. Ask Honda and she'll tell you all about it. No matter how smart you are. The smarter you are, the harder it is for you to take it. Because he said, logic doesn't make sense for me to sit there and endure it. Because I've always figured out a way to bypass my problems all my life. Until I hit into this thing called physical pain, and
Yeah, I asked for a way for a shortcut and was never taught a shortcut. Why not?
But it sounds like
Because it's a
it
challenge.
sounds like
Because it's a challenge.
there's a shortcut.
No. It's a challenge because you keep on trying to find your shortcut and see how much longer.
Oh no, I mean I've just heard it for the first time. I didn't.
I'm saying it's the same problem as you. You are not willing to endure the physical pain. You don't have to. Never have to. Am I correct? Misery, suffering, unhappiness, yes, you do a lot of that. Okay? Mental suffering, yes. But never physical leg pain. True or not? True or false?
I've endured some pretty harsh pains.
Yes, you endure pretty harsh pains.
I have.
Okay,
In
because
the-
you had no choice.
I've had shingles. That was pretty harsh.
Because you had no choice.
That's
Here,
correct.
problem, folks. The problem, folks, is that you have a choice not to endure.
Voluntary pain versus involuntary pain is different.
It's a big difference, dear.
Oh, I see. Okay. Then the answer's no.
No, you never had it. Ask
It's a
Honda.
choice to
He
say,
had the same
I'm
exact
going to
problem.
go hurt? No.
Yeah, no. Because I always got around it, all of them. Okay? I always figure a way around it.
Okay.
Never had to
agree
face
with
it.
that. I'll agree with that.
Okay?
Yes. Correct.
If you're too smart.
Correct.
See, that's the problem with you guys, smart people. You're way too smart for us, man. Okay? So you always figure out a way to get around problem, obstacles. That's what you excel doing. We men are stupid, right? Then we just sit there and grind our teeth and bear until it goes away. And guess what happens? Each requires different skill sets. For you, it's intellectual. For us, it is wisdom.
But Randy,
I had one line,
I
so
disagree.
I'm still safe.
You know, we're predisposed to certain skill sets, and
Yeah.
you know, we're going to
To
pull up.
wisdom.
We're going to pull up whatever is available and we'll use often.
That's our blessing.
Yeah, and
Right.
or that's our
That's
retribution.
their
Oh,
that's their obstructions.
well, I have that obstruction too, and you know what? I always try to strategize how to get around it, what I need to do.
I give up
but
on you.
actually-
I'm not surprised.
No, but that takes, you're right, that takes longer. In the end, it's like, you have to hit that spot anyway. You know, but you're always trying to figure out, a shortcut over here. And then you know what, you have to back up and come back this way anyway. So in the end, you really, it takes longer.
but it's like Randy has shown me some exercises that have really been beneficial. Now, Master, he has. I didn't know that before. I didn't know that these simple exercises were going to make a difference.
You know, the first guy, the first disciple, the first disciple of Master YongHua I came to learn meditation, you know what he did? He taught me spiritual exercises. And I practiced them for about a few months religiously, and I gave up. Got nowhere.
Cross your legs. You saw me the first time I crossed my legs. I couldn't even get my foot on my knee. Oh, I'm not crying. You saw it.
You were. You remind me of my little Dao in San Jose. She's the daughter of Magnia. Okay.
So bad.
She was fine, and she's a 16-year-old, a cute little thing. Okay. And she comes to my class and she said she could follow and she had the first dhyana. And I said, oh, this is so wonderful. And I said, so can and I saw her sitting hapless the whole time. And I said nothing for a couple of months. And I said, so once I certified her to reach first dhyana, and I said, little Dao, my sweet Dao, can you sit in full lotus? He said, it hurts a lot. I said, yeah, can you try it for me? And she got the full lotus right away, probably the first time, maybe second time. And she was tearing me in, oh my God, it's so good. You guys are wimps. Anyway. Too smart. This instruction is very simple. Just sit there and take it, like a man.
Like a man. Well, I'll see if I can. Where's the transformation?
And what do? They go around, the instructions, sit there, full lotus, and cross your legs and do a leg pain. What do? They go to acupuncturist, plunk down $10,000 or whatever price. She refused to tell me, you folks, you online. Okay? And she's so proud of it. I said, I can buy my way out of this. I can find a way around this problem. And she said, I am getting rid of my obstruction. I resolve my obstructions. Oh Lord, why me?
No one said it all.
Am I correct?
No, you misunderstood what she said.
You didn't
She
understand
didn't go to
me.
any acupuncturist. It was just a hypothetical situation question.
I just heard about this the first time sitting right here. I've never been to an acupuncturist. Ever in my life, I swear to my life, I've never been.
But the bottom line, you're still trying to find shortcuts.
No, but it sounds pretty. But it sounds possible.
Okay, question. Okay, I take it back. I was wrong. You guys understand what men have to go through.
Oh, dear. Oh, God.
Okay, yes, question.
Jack commented that he knew acupuncturists from Washington D.C. that can see the obstructions and open the obstructions as well.
Yeah, Jack is not impressive. Yeah, someone gonna
Have him make his address. I'm going that way in a couple of months. Make his address.
Okay, anyway, Jimmy, keep going, Jimmy. So what did you learn? What do you see? Besides the fact that he said that he can deal with the symptoms, but the deeper level he can't. What else?
Another thing I learned is that's the first time I ever experienced that someone was willing to do things. I never to tell you, people can say they can talk about it, but this is the first time I ever seen somebody do things to help other people without getting anything for return, and they do it willingly.
So someone would help someone else for freely without asking anything back in return. Yeah. They've been doing it for 7 generations.
Yeah, but you don't find that people around the corner everywhere.
You don't, because it takes a lot of blessings to encounter those people. Typically, I tell you this. I send to people to this acupuncturist in San Jose. It's $100 a shot every single time. $100. And you know what? He's very good. He fixes for $100. It's worth it. If you have a problem, you have a medical problem, and what's $100, right? You come back 4 times a month. That's $400. But still, it's still worth it, right? The thing about these is that maybe Jack had to learn the skill. Is that the funny thing? What I find funny is that this guy treats his patient as his slaves. He said, "You pay me, but I'm doing you a favor. I'm saving your life." Okay. And the guy is good. I sent him a few people, and he helped those people. People came to me, and I said, "No, this problem, I don't want to fix it. You go see an acupuncturist, because I don't want to compete against doctors and dentists and lawyers and go. These guys are good at doing these things. That's what you're supposed to go and see. If you're sick, go see your doctor."
But now here's one. It's not charging.
Okay, so this one is not charging. Okay, now, what about it?
What about it?
Why is he so stupid? Yes. Yeah.
I was thinking of the two. If that's a Dharma behind this, or is there like a Bodhisattva's vows from?
No. this guy here has been doing this all for generations, right? So he saw me a few months ago. I began to explain it. He ran into trouble. He tried to heal someone with AIDS, and his finger was all swollen. Okay? So he talked to me because he happened to heal my brother, help my brother. So he came and see me for out of curiosity only. And then we talked, and then we walked away, and then his finger was like 70%, 80% healed. He said, his own words. Okay? So he came back, and he brought his two sons back and bowed to me. He said, thank you. I said, thank you for what? He said, for helping me. He said, I didn't help you. I said, no, you did. No, I didn't help you. No, you did. No, I didn't help you. So he insisted on bowing to me anyway. So he bowed to me. So I explained and I said, you have to be careful. When you in your profession, you meddle with other people's business. People are sick because they need to go through the retribution for their killing karma. That's why you're sick. You're sick because you are undergoing retribution for your prior killing karma. Okay? Now you're a third party coming along, you try to heal them. So you're meddling into the debt settlement between others. So you're meddling, if you're a third party meddles, yes, the debt has to be settled anyway, so you actually are entering into, you want to help settle the debt. So you're taking on part of the debt yourself. That's why you're sick. You need to take on sickness yourself. He heard of that. Yeah. He said, I don't want to heal anymore. For what? Huh? For what? It's not for money. He needs to get nothing out of it. So when I send people, so his brother sent him patient. He said, no more. I'm not healing anymore. I'm quitting this healing business. But when I send Auntie and Jimmy over, he said, let me think about it. And he did it. Okay. He agreed to see them. Okay. Why am I telling you this? Because, folks, that's what I tried to explain to Danny over lunch. When you were eating away out there, I was talking to Danny in here. Okay. And I explained to Danny that about kindness and about gratitude. Would you like to repeat the lesson? You still remember? Okay. The fact of the matter is that when you go see someone for help, okay, you should first of all understand that people are helping you out of kindness of their heart. Okay, never mind about money, never mind about whatever else, material things that is. Okay, you should register the fact that they are helping you, they're being kind to you. Alright? And for that, if you understand that, then you should give forth in your mind, your heart, the mind of gratitude. Don't think you go there and pay them $100 or 2,000 or 10,000 or whatever, give them something that settles it. No, that settles the material part. What about the kindness from their heart? See, people lose track of that nowadays. You guys cease to be humans. Okay? This human part of the healer says, I'm trying to help someone else. And that does not get rewarded. That does not get recognized. We get lost in the material things. Okay? And you guys have got to learn. This is what I fault Janice and Auntie and Jimmy in that you guys never show gratitude for these guys. I set you up. Okay? I send you over there. I said, open your eyes and learn. These silly things. I want you to learn the point about the intangibles. Okay? Learn about gratitude. People are being kind to us. Did you show gratitude? No, you did not. That's where you fail. You see that? See, this is not another acupuncturist where you go and pay money for the heal or the cure. No, I send you someone who doesn't take money. You have a problem already in your hands. Right? So what have you got? All you have is gratitude. Because he's not taking money from you. You can see someone who can go through their life and say, I'm going to do good because I want to help others. Okay? That's a superior person in my mind. I don't care about your samadhi power. I don't care about how much money you have. Okay? Big of a heart right there, that's what matters. That's what makes you humane. That's what makes you a human being. And they've been doing that for generations, not knowing that they've been meddling like crazy and have all kinds of consequences. So so part of his learning as well is that he needs to face the fact that, yeah, there's consequences. But if he's still willing to do that, that makes it even more interesting, makes him an even better person. That's his lesson. Okay? And you guys are young, Janice and Jimmy and Auntie are young, because I know you guys been seeing acupuncturists and herbal doctors. This is nothing new to you. Okay? Okay. But the point is that you guys need to learn to show proper respect, okay, for those types of people who are willing to help others. Yes?
How are you supposed to show gratitude?
Just being grateful in your heart. You show gratitude by feeling grateful in your heart. Because you can't pay it back with money. Even you go to a dentist, you go to a doctor, you go to see a nurse. Okay? Can you open your heart and feel grateful about the help in getting healed? You see, that's what I fault you guys, dentists and doctors nowadays. Now you measure everything in terms of material things, okay, which is unfortunate. Be grateful for the help and be respectful for the teaching, because he taught you guys how to heal yourself. Because you guys missed the point. Viet's point is that he says to your aunt, you have two options. This is not a problem that cannot be fixed, but you have two ways to fix it. Number one, you go see master and do his things. Number two, you come here and he's going to teach you exercises. Your choice. You remember that?
Yes.
See, you missed that message as well.
I heard that.
Yes, but that's the main thing that Auntie needs to understand.
But I can't force it upon her, right?
Right. No, that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. Yeah. All we can do is show her the way, and she does whatever she wants. Okay. She can, as her life, as her body, as her choices. Okay. We need to respect that. Okay. But Jimmy, can I be blunt with you? You off target. I'm gonna scold you right now in front of everyone because you're way too competitive. Your problem is that because of your competitive nature, you're a Sutra. Okay? You want to win that video game all your life. You reveal your aggression through video games. You beat, right? You want to beat them. You want to win at all costs. So what happens is that, like a lot of computer people, they use a mouse and they play the video game, so your mind is split. Did they explain that to you?
Yeah.
They explain it to you. So what happens when you computer people, they use a mouse to move the thing, right, to control the cursor. So what happens is that your mind is split between the control of your right hand here, when you control the mouse, and the mind, the eyes are looking at the screen. Imagine when you play games like this, day after day after day after day. Okay, that's what happens in your mind. You split yourself constantly. Okay, you create imbalance in your mind. You drain your chi. You create imbalance in your mind. That's why your system is out of balance. Okay, so you've been doing it to yourself all your life. You want to fix in 5 minutes, 5 days, 5 months? You need to undo all those bad habits. It's still up here. It's all here. Up here in the split. So now it gets confused. You go from here to here, 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 here. It's always flip-flopping. Now your system is out of whack. Okay? And it's not that hard to fix it. You still don't understand. You need to lower yourself to the Dharma. You cannot stay up here. Up here you split out. You meditate, you have bare leg pains, all the leg pains mean to draw you to the Dharma. You see your Dharma yet? You know where it is? No, you don't. You see, I'm very tough. You think you're that hot? You think you know so much? Well, my boy, you don't know your Dharma. Your center of gravity, I haven't taught you yet. See how tough my Dharma is. You think you know so much. You think you get. No, you don't. There's so much you don't understand. You need to be more humble, my friend. It's not understanding, it's doing it right. Right? That's wisdom. Wisdom is knowing what to do and doing it right. Doing the right thing. Okay? So you have to be more humble. You have to be more open-minded about the need to fix your problems. If we're out of whack, we're out of balance, okay, then you should work on that as a high top priority. Because until you do that, you're not very useful to anyone around you. Right? No matter how smart you are. Yeah, you can pick up a book when you understand and you understand principles, I explain things to you, and you just understand it like that. But so what? There are millions of other people just as intelligent as you are. So what's the big deal? Okay? What makes you special, what makes Tuk special is that he's humble. You know what? With a person with that many skills, he's very humble. He doesn't go around like the other acupuncturist in San Jose says, I own you. Okay, you pay me, I still own you. That's arrogance. You go to this guy, he's not overbearing, doesn't command your respect, say, I'm the healer, you better listen to me. He says, I help you the best way I can. That's virtue, my friend. Okay? Now, the funny thing, guys, is that, so I explained to him, I said, he's scared because now he says, I don't want to meddle with other people's business. Because they can't handle it. They're by themselves. Come on, they're third dhyana or something. How many hits can it take? Okay, so I said, you better be careful. In my world, I have my whole spectrum. I have my master, and he has his master. We have the whole Dharma protectors with us. That's why we do all these things. It's not out of coincidence. Okay? So you have to learn to be more humble yourself. Don't take on things you can't handle. Well, on the other hand, if you do like that, let me tell you the thing. Okay? You're creating blessings for yourself. Your blessings is hidden. I charge you money, then the blessings materializes. I don't charge money, the blessing, the money is still in a bank account. It's still there. Agree? At the concept? There's no free lunch, folks. Right? Okay? So I said, you guys have so many blessings. So he then related to me. He said, you know, it's funny, my grandfather, before he passed away, okay, he took care of everything. And then he called his son, my uncle. He said, he didn't say anything, he just looked at the notebook where they have a record of all the people who owe money. He just looked at that. Didn't say anything. With the worried eyes, with the eyes very worried. So his son, his uncle, Cook's uncle said, Dad, please don't worry. I know. I will promise you that I will never collect on these people. Okay? And so the grandfather passed away. And true to his word, he never collected on these people. They continue the business at the hill and they have their own notebook and then they wrote down people's name and whatever. And then one day, since it happened in Vietnam, because the family business is doing well, so they have the house is bigger and they have the business. Yeah, of course. Blessings manifest in different kinds of forms. It doesn't have to be money in the bank account. It doesn't have money you have to make. Maybe money through your wife. Okay? Like Tuck's wife is Honda's profession. She's a pharmacist. And then they make good money. So blessings manifest in so many different forms. Okay? And so anyway, his uncle, his family is doing well, big house and everything. So a Vietnamese official paid him a visit and said, I need money. You owe money. Okay, as a form of blackmail. Happens a lot in Vietnam. I don't know what happens in Hong Kong a lot, but in developing countries it happens a lot. They use the power to come over and if you pay up unless you get into trouble. Okay? I tell you another trick just in case you don't have any money. I know another trick. I know of like an ex-Vietnamese army soldier who will show up into a rich person's house. He's hand holding a grenade. He says, I don't have any money, I don't have any power. This is my power. Pay me or. So people have different ways, okay, to extort money from you. So this guy, his official, comes over and says, you know, your family owes my family money. I say, well, how much money do we owe you? These guys are honest. And of course he's an official. He said, you owe us like 20 million of gold. Okay? So his uncle said, really? We owe you money? Then we should pay it up. So, but let me check. What is your family name? So he told his family name. So he went to his notebook and opened his notebook and said, you know, in our notebook here, your family owes us money. He said, the official said, huh? How is it possible? See, the uncle said, you see, this is old Chinese, old Vietnamese, this is the old which is Vietnamese Asian characters. Okay, this is a lie. I don't, we don't write it this way anymore. But this is according to our notes from even my grandfather. Then he pulled his father's notebook and said, actually from many more generations, you was like 200 gold bullions or something. So the official said, you know what he said? In that case, you don't owe me the money, and by the way, can we erase the past debts? And walk away.
Surely there must be blessings in that.
Surely.
Surely there must be.
See, it manifests in so many different
Oh,
forms.
yeah. Oh.
Okay, I'm telling you. So I said, but that's whole thing. But the whole thing is that don't be too stuck on the method. Okay, because Because if you do it with the mind of helping others, that is true blessings. Everybody about winning all those material things. They come when they need to. Because the real blessing is when you have what you need when you need it. Not more, not less. Not before, not after.
So would this be why he doesn't have any worse afflictions than he has had? Because of the blessings he's gotten from...
Yeah. But the thing that my moral to you people is that you need to be humble. We need to all to be very humble. There are always forces way beyond our understanding, our comprehension. Okay? And it's not only the physical thing we can perceive or can imagine. There's a lot more going on in the universe. Okay? And for us, we are lucky because unlike the externalists like Jack Chan and so on, and so on, they are by themselves. We have the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas on our side. Okay? They're watching over us. That is why it's important for you to develop the faith. No one is forcing it down our throat. We choose not to do it. So that's anyway. So I tell you the funny thing. The took came to me yesterday, and then I was working on the computer, and then he came in, and the same thing happened again. He bowed to me like crazy again. I don't know why. So I said, "Why are you bowing to me?" He said, "Just a thank you." "Thank you for what?" He said, "You wouldn't tell me." I said, "There's no need to bow." So Viet, after he left, Viet, my brother, then explained to me. He said, somehow he imagined that Tuesday night, he dreamed that somebody came and took on his karma, his retribution for him, and he decided it must be me, so he came and said thank you. So I don't know, if people are crazy, they want to imagine things, I let them. Maybe someday I'll be famous because of that. Now, I tell you this because I don't want you to worry about money. Okay? Keep going there because I want Jimmy to be serious about this. This is an act of kindness that you should take it. Seize upon that and learn it. Okay? Be sincere and learn. Be grateful and learn the technique to heal yourself, restore balance in yourself. Okay? Because then in the process, all the four of you will learn something from the experience. Because this guy is incredible. I tell you about I give you 4 levels of healing. Okay. General, first of all, healing of the physical things, like you go and you let's say you remove a wart, okay, or you sew up, or you perform surgery. All those are physical marks, it has characteristics. And then next level is you have your healing at the invisible level, the yin and yang and the qi. Okay. Third one, you use spiritual powers. Now, this guy here is the beginning of number 3. He has some spiritual powers. He can see it. He can see what the problem is. He does not have enough spiritual powers to see the broader picture. But he can see, he begins to see something. Okay, very special. Not many people have that. And their Dharma is a Taoist Dharma where they manipulate the Qi to open that spiritual eye. You know that? He manipulates Qi like crazy in front of me. He says, "Let me show you how the Qi works," and that kind of thing. And he got a cramp for me. He said, "See, if I do it this way, then I got to cramp my leg, and I fix it this way. I look into this dot," and he said, "Oh, that's why you're wrong with it. You should not be looking into your dot." Anyway, that's a Taoist Dharma. You hear the dot thing, Right, Jack? You guys have a how is Dharma is called dot thing, right? Anyway, I said, that's where you guys are stuck, okay? I explained to him, Mahayana, we don't dwell too much on these chi things because it's too seductive, okay? And you get caught up in the knowledge and you can't let go of that. Okay? In Mahayana, we try to learn and we let go of knowledge. Knowledge that you cannot let go is not good knowledge.
So it's very seductive.
Very seductive. You see that? You see, it's real now. The guy says, if I do manipulate chi, because if you're out of balance here, then you need to fix it. The chi goes to the legs and kind of thing. So he fixes it, and then you restore balance, right? You go through your back, and your two things here in the back, your pressure point in the back, that kind of thing, and it works. Okay, but that's only part of the picture. Okay, in Mahayana, we don't worry about all those things because we're more worried about getting caught up in that knowledge. And once we go for the broader picture, so we may not have the details yet, but eventually we have the entire picture. We will not get stuck. Yes?
Can we let him listen to the MP3s from class?
What?
Huh? Will it help him?
No. Again, folks, be careful. Do not offer the help unless they ask for it. It's none of our business. They're perfectly happy. If they feel they're old, for 7th generation, they're fine by themselves. Until they hear something called meddling, and they have this finger they can't fix. When they still don't know how to do it, it's their problem. Okay? Who are we to tell them what to do? We don't know anything. There's nothing to know. You have a problem? You really think it's a real problem, and you find a way to fix it. You don't think it's a problem, you're not going to try to fix it. So it's none of my business. That's why you have to come there. You go there, it's because you are sincerely wishing, hoping to find a way to fix this problem. And be extremely grateful, extremely respectful of the teaching. He's teaching you the skill how to heal yourself, which you couldn't do before. And then you teach him about the Dharma. That's our Dharma. It's not up here, it's down here. Dharma.
I can't find it either.
No one can. It's alright.
How am I supposed to teach him?
Stick it in the label. The idea is you go down and you don't stay up here. You stay up here, you get in trouble. You guys are too all intellectual, way too intellectual for me, way too smart. Okay. All right. Any question? Yes. Question.
Back to what we first talked about. So if we get rid of the 3 poisons, you get the spiritual power. Then what about the blessings? How does that come into the play?
I don't know. Too complicated. What do you want? You want another recipe? Huh? Hey, you at some kind of cahoots or what?
No, they want separate recipe. Danny wants a Danny recipe, and Wok want a Wok recipe. They don't want to share one recipe.
Oh, I need to use 5 right now. I don't have any recipe yet, so anything is fine.
Okay, folks, we are at the rental area, so we need to end this here today.
Okay.
I think we're supposed to leave the premise by 3:30 or so, something like that.
Oh, we still have time. Still have 3 more questions.
Okay, final question. I'm here.
So going back to that, the attractiveness of that of the spiritual power, it's really attractive. Viet told me about the same acupuncture. He was saying that the acupuncture teach him to move the chi, because Viet, he kind of have the chi running, but he doesn't know how to canalize it. And during those sessions, the acupuncture was teaching him to kind of direct and open those muscles.
Yeah, it's a skill. You can learn those things. It's fun, but for Viet's level, he will not get stuck on that. That's the thing. You see, that's a very good point. Very good point. The reason that, you see, folks, don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking knowledge. Okay, I'm knocking knowledge that will get you stuck. So in Mahayana, what we do is we bring ourselves to develop our wisdom to the point where we are no longer stuck by knowledge. You got that, Jimmy? See, you guys doing it wrong. You guys got knowledge first, and you all get stuck by knowledge, whether it's through your Western education training, or whether it's a Taoist Dharma, or Hinayana Dharma, or Mormon Dharma. It doesn't matter. Okay, you are after knowledge. You love knowledge. You aspire to acquire knowledge, and then you get stuck in the knowledge. Mahayana, we aspire to open our wisdom, which makes us unstuck, not that will allow us not to be stuck by knowledge. Then we develop knowledge. Because then it's safe to develop knowledge. 2, for what purpose? Jimmy, for what purpose do we develop knowledge? To help others. Slight difference of emphasis.
I see the difference.
Small difference, right?
About this big, about this small.
What you just say is we doesn't get stuck at that knowledge because he already.
Yes, it's past that. So past now it's safe to develop knowledge, because then that knowledge can not only help him but help others as well.
If I go through that, I will stuck at, and we will be more interested of.
Yes, you're more interested in how to commercialize it, and then and then improve on that, and make it, and he took to his skills and kind of thing. You guys are still stuck on all these marks.
So how do you open wisdom first?
Beats me. If I did, no. Think I'd be here talking to you, I'm my boy. But cultivation, how else? What do you think this is? Trip to the moon? Slowly. One step at a time. One problem at a time. Okay? You fix one problem at a time. You do not ignore your problems, folks. That's how you develop wisdom. Okay, any other questions? Alright, so we end here today. Thank you folks for joining us. And we do a transference here. And we tidy up.
Of kindness of all, aiding
mine. And when this retribution body is done, the old royal land of utmost bliss. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, Master. Very much.